Steve. I am 16. I am here because I'm 5 months pregnant and the father of my baby is denying that he's the father. My parents went out and my dad had asked Michael if he can watch me and my siblings. He asked me to have sex with him and I told him no, but he kept asking and I finally gave in and said yes. He's been a friend of the family since I was little. He watched me grow up. I just thought I could trust him. In a way, I felt he took an advantage of me because he promised that if he ever got me pregnant, he'd take care of the kid. My biggest fear is actually having to tell my parents the truth, and I can't take it anymore. I just want him to tell the truth.
Michael, there's a 15-year-old girl on that tape. She's now 16, but she says that you coerced her into having sex. She's now pregnant.
That is not true. I did not coerce her into
Did you have sex with a 15-year-old?
I did. I admit I had sex with her.
Well, people that have sex with children on my stage do not get to sit. Stand up.
I did not coerce her into having sex. She came on to me.
Are you a grown man?
I am a grown man.
So when did you say, no, first of all, you were babysitting her too, right?
No.
You never babysat?
No, I did babysit those kids, yes.
Okay.
But that's not how it happened. What had happened is me and my girlfriend were at my house, and she showed up skipping school, knocked on my door, asked me if she could skip there because she was afraid she was going to get caught, didn't have nowhere else to go. I'm like, okay, fine.
She had somewhere else to go.
I said, fine. Come on.
She had school to go to.
Well, yeah. And I asked her why she wasn't in school.
She always has excuses.
Yeah.
Just like the one you're going to give me.
No, I'm not going to give you an excuse. I'm going to tell you what happened. And she can't, so I let her come in. I told her, you know, fine, sit down and watch TV with my girlfriend. I'm going to go to bed. And she comes over and starts kissing on me. And I'm resisting, you know, wondering what's going on.
Like this?
Well,
oh, please stop.
No, I'm pushing her away. My girlfriend comes over. My girlfriend comes over and asks her what the hell she's doing. What are you doing? This is my boyfriend. And she just starts kissing her to shut her up.
Okay, come on.
No, she's rubbing on me and rubbing on my girlfriend.
Okay, wait a second. The girl just shows up out of nowhere. You're there with your girlfriend, who's how old, by the way?
She's 17.
Oh, 17-year-old.
Yeah.
So you're dating 2 school-aged children.
I am not dating Jazzmyn. She's like my sister.
You just have sex with her.
No.
She's like your sister?
That only happened
like
the one time.
She's like your sister?
Yes.
And you had intercourse with her?
Like I said, it only happened the one time. And she's the one that came on to me. Said she was scared. She didn't know what to do. I told her everything happens for a reason. She said, I don't want anybody to know about this. So I just left it at that. Fine, I won't tell anybody.
Why are you here today?
Because she's trying to say that it all happened while I was babysitting and that this kid has to be mine. Well, no, that's not how it happened. I want everybody to know the truth and that this kid couldn't be mine, especially if she had a miscarriage.
So is she still pregnant?
If she is, she's got to be.
I don't know. Is she?
Apparently.
Okay. And how many times?
That's what they said.
How many times did you have sex with this young girl?
Once.
Once.
That one time with my girlfriend.
She never came and knocked on your door ever again?
No.
No more skipping school?
She tried to skip school again, yeah, but I told her no.
So you shut the door this time?
Yeah.
Well, why is that?
Because I didn't want it to happen. I didn't want it to happen in the first place. Why she would come on to me like that?
Michael, that's the creepy part. The fact that you think of her as a sister, and then you have sex with her.
Well, I did. She was an adult at that time. At that point in time.
What, did you imagine her as 18 years old?
No, she was acting like an adult, and I just wasn't thinking.
A child acting like an adult.
Like it doesn't happen all the time,
No, you say that
right?
because you're trying to justify your own actions.
I'm not just. No, she thinks she is. I wasn't trying to have sex. I was trying to get with.
She got pregnant.
I didn't.
Hey.
Repeatedly to come clean, and you're still lying through your damn teeth.
I'm not lying now. I can't. Right now.
After 6 months?
After 6 months? What really happened? I want you to know what really happened.
The phrase that you keep hanging your hat on is, she knew what she was doing. She knew what she was doing. But you know what you were doing. You knew what you were doing.
I cannot justify what happened.
Can you justify how you lied to me for 6 months? When I cornered you each individually?
All I can say is that I was
You did
afraid
more
that you were
your
gonna
ass
whoop my
beat.
ass.
Come on over here and I'll show you what an ass whooping is.
Exactly my point.
I don't know your daughter. You know her better than anybody. You hear this story that he tells. What's your reaction? Your daughter's having sex with a grown man.
Well, we are happy.
Personally, I want to see him in prison.
Yep, me too.
I am going to have to buy his kids diapers. I am going to have to feed his baby.
I'm gonna have to put these. You can't keep a job.
He can't even
You
support
have
himself.
a job and you couldn't even keep your
I
water
have a job right now.
Shut up.
Okay?
Now, your daughter is pregnant right now?
Yes, 4.5 months long.
5 months.
5 months long.
5 months pregnant, and she's currently 16?
She is
Yes.
16 now.
Okay,
yes.
she's 16 years old.
She will have birth when she's 16.
And has she said that she slept with anybody else?
Nope.
No.
She swears she was
She
popping.
swears it
damn
was
liar.
him.
How did you find out your daughter was pregnant?
We let her leave the state so she could go stay with some friends so she would be out of
In a
front
better
community
school
schools where she
district.
got so much trouble.
Trouble.
They put 2 and 2 together, made her pee on a stick, and gave us the phone call. She was 4 months pregnant.
And then sure enough, I took her to my doctor's, and she's been to one doctor's
And,
appointment after another.
and this would before this you found out all this. Is this somebody that you would trust?
We did.
He was living with me for a month and a half. I fed him every day. He slept on my
And he
couch.
had a job
His
and didn't
dog
go
was
to
at my
work.
house every day.
Is that true?
He had a job and didn't go
So
to
here,
work.
hold on a second. Here's a man that takes you in, right?
Yes.
He feeds you. He feeds
Step
you.
over here to me. I dare you.
See, this story even gets worse and worse and worse.
I will put the worst ass whooping on you have ever seen.
I was in it too. And you're
That
wrong.
don't matter.
Your daughter is a slut, first of all.
So are you.
The fact is, you're a child too. You should be concentrating on school, staying in school, and not dating this goofball right here.
I got straight A's.
Your grades are.
I pay attention to school. I go to work.
You know what?
This
Everything.
goofball right here
Shut up.
gets her to school
If you
every
got
single
straight
day.
A's, then you should be smart enough not to be having threesomes with children then. You will ruin your life. You will flush your education and your future down the toilet if you continue to date this guy.
Just like he did
I'm
to
telling you.
Eyeball.
I'm going to ask you seriously, and I want you to answer from the bottom of your heart.
Okay.
Are you honestly saying that you're okay, that you think it's okay with his behavior?
Not all of his behavior, no.
The behavior of sleeping with children.
I don't sleep with children.
You did sleep with
We
children.
both were not thinking at the time. I will admit that. We both were
Why
not
not?
thinking.
Why not?
Heat of the moment.
Heat of the moment.
my
She came on to us. Seriously, she came on to us.
Okay,
I'm
listen.
Not even.
You're almost an adult. You're almost 17. You're 17, going to be 18. He's 22. You're telling me two people, such a straight A student, very smart girl. This guy's 22 years old. He's a grown man.
That happens when you're in the heat of the moment.
What is this heat in the moment stuff? You could have said, no, we're not having sex with you. It's that simple. You could have said no. Both of you could have said no, but you didn't, and you wanted it, and you didn't. Why don't you tell me what happened?
Well, that night, he was watching us, and it was kind of like, he asked me, and I said no,
He asked you for...
if we could have sex. And I said no. And he just like, well, he's like, come on, you know you want to, please. And I was like, well, fine. And
I mean, I understand. You're very young. Did you feel pressured, or did you feel scared?
kind of both. Like, I didn't want to, and he kind of pressured me into it. And then when it happened, I was scared about it, and then I regretted it. Like, I was like, why did I do that?
And was his girlfriend there too?
No.
Well, she was. So the first time you had sex with Michael.
It wasn't the first time.
Oh, that wasn't the first time you had sex with him?
No.
How many times had you had sex with Michael?
More than 10.
You had sex with Michael more than 10 times.
We were kind of sort of together for 6 months since January. I broke up with him in July.
So you were dating Michael?
Kind of. Well, yeah. I guess you could put it that way. And, like, I don't know, we had sex, and then the reason why I said yeah was because we had done it before, And I didn't want to that night, but he kept asking, so I was like, fine, we've done it before, why not? So we had sex, and I ended up being pregnant. Didn't know. I just found out in September because I was living up north with a friend of the family. And I ended up finding out I was pregnant. I called him after my parents did because I asked for the number, and I was like, Michael, I'm pregnant. He's like, well, baby girl, when you're 18, we can be together, and I'll take full responsibility if it's my kid. And I told him, I was like, don't baby girl me, you are paying child support. And I hung the phone up on him. And that was the last time I've talked to him. He had told me, he's like, well, something about being a Mormon, whatever that is, about having so many wives or whatever. So I was like, okay. And he's like, well, I got this other girl, Christina, and I figured if I can't show your parents that I'm in a relationship with you, I'm gonna have her as a girlfriend or whatever. And I was like, okay, well, I wanna meet her, see if I like her or not. Personally, I don't like her. She came in my house thinking like she knew my brother and sister and barked at him, told him to shut up. And I'm like, don't like her.
Why would you have sex with him and his girlfriend if you don't like the girlfriend?
Well, because she didn't bark at my siblings. She didn't yell at my siblings until she came over, like, what was it, a week later?
After you had sex with him?
Yes.
Did you tell him that you had a miscarriage?
I was mad at him, so yes. I lied. Actually, I didn't even know I was pregnant. And so I just said something because I was mad at him.
And when you told him you had a miscarriage, how did he react?
He's like, don't worry about it. I'm not going to say anything.
So what? We find out that you've been having sex for more than what you're telling us, and I couldn't put you on the pill. Why?
I tried telling you guys.
No, you didn't.
I told you guys I wanted to be on the pill. You guys
And I
wouldn't.
asked you to wait until you were 16 because of the problems women have the younger they start. You swore up and down it was only one time, and you months and months.
Is there anything different you have to say to me?
What, you need to
'Cause
undo all
I
your
just
lies?
got to watch everything you just said back there on TV. So now, for a fact, I know you've lied to me through your whole last school year. I happen to know for a fact you're still lying to me.
You're gonna
You're
lie.
lying. You're a damn liar. You know we only had sex one time. That
Oh,
one
you
time.
wanna know something you're gonna tell about a threesome? Why don't you tell the whole damn truth?
I am telling. Why don't you
slept
tell the
with
whole
many
damn
people.
truth?
You're not
You
even
know you
lying
didn't
here.
just sleep with me.
Come on, you don't even know me,
You
so
slept
don't
with
even
at
know
least two
then.
other people that you know damn well that you slept with more than just me.
Really? Tell
And
me.
and you know damn well
Really?
that was the only time
Stop.
that we had sex.
Stop.
Okay.
First of all, why the hell are you getting in this young girl's face, huh?
Because she's still lying.
She's still
saying
lying.
She wants
So
to
what
tell
are you
the
gonna
truth.
do? What are you gonna do by getting in her face? You're gonna have tough with her?
No, I'm gonna tell her the truth.
Bitch. Because you do that again, then I'll have Dad get up and I'll have Dad deal with the situation.
Either way, it came on to me and her that day.
Really?
And you know that.
Really?
Why don't you just tell everybody the truth?
As being an adult, you should have known better.
You're a weak, spineless guy. You can't resist anything. You have no backbone, no force, no nothing to resist a child. So, you know, like, what do you think your future prospects in life are going to be? You have no concept of what the truth is. You have
yeah, I
no
do.
concept
Oh, no, you
of
don't.
what's right and wrong. What could you do with your life? You took a lie detector test before the show and you were asked, have you ever had sexual intercourse with Jazzmyn more than once? And you said no. Did you coerce Jazzmyn into having sex with you? And of course, you said no, because she forced herself on you. Did you have sex with Jazzmyn on the day you were babysitting her? And you said no.
Yep, you lied. Really?
It's the truth, isn't it?
What does it say?
It's the truth, ain't it?
The results for your lie detector test is that you're a damn liar. You, for appearing on my show. You can get the hell off my stage right now. A lot of young girls out watching the show. A lot of high school girls watch the show. This is your chance to prevent this from happening to another girl. I want you to look straight into that camera and give advice to every young lady out there in America.
You guys don't want this. You don't know how hard it is.
I wish you all the best of luck, and we'll do everything to help you, Princess, okay?
I called you, Steve, for help because I watch your show all the time.
Somebody's gonna watch this and say, you know what, she was brave enough to do that, I can do that too. Can you relate to this story? Go to www.stevewilkos.com to get my help.